Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? In this particular video, we're going to talk about normally we bring tracks in from the DAW into the X32 mixers or M32s. And someone raised a question about bringing it in from the card. They want to be able to take their files from a DAW and put those onto the XLive, the SD cards, and then play it back from the SD cards in the mixer. So that's what we're going to go over today. Okay, as you can see, I've got the tracks playing here in Reaper, and let's go ahead and jump over to X32 Edit. Okay, guys, so here we are in X32 Edit, and we're going to unmute this, and this is what's coming from Reaper. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to record this now using the XLive card onto the SD cards. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up to routing, and we're going to make sure that our inputs are set to the card. We're going to come over to card and make sure that we have these selected as well. Remember, the card always reflects the inputs. Okay, so we have the inputs here for the card. We have the card set up for the card. And on the inputs, we're going to have this set to record. Okay, and let's jump over to the recorder. As you can see, we've got the signal coming in here through the USB recorder. We're going to switch over to the live SD recorder. Now the playback is going to be USB interface. The channel recording, we're going to move this to recording. We're not going to leave this on automatic. Over here on our USB interface, we have the 32 in, 32 out. That's what I'm using because I think I've got something like 22 tracks here. And then I'm taking this into my SD card number 2, and I'm simply going to hit record. And what we'll do is we'll let this record for a few seconds, and then we'll stop this, and then I'm going to turn off Reaper, and then we're going to play it back from this card. So let's go ahead and stop this here. As you can see, the session now has popped up here. It's November 21st, 2022, and my time is 11:21.12. So I'm going to bring up Reaper, and I'm going to turn this off. Now I'm going to go ahead and just close this out, and we'll go back into X32 Edit. Okay, so here we are. There's nothing we really have to do with routing. We're going to come back to the recorder, and we're going to come here. I'm going to unmute this. And now on our playback, we want to switch this to the SD card and playback. Now, I'm sure you could probably put this back on automatic. I found that doing it this way, just for this purpose, is what we want to do. And then let's go ahead and hit play. Okay, so for those of you that may not know, back in the day, this was a very excruciating process. You had to literally go in and create a folder that the XLive card would recognize. You had to put the file back into the left and right stereo track. When you do this, when you record onto these cards, you have to actually explode them. You're only getting 2 channels. And then when you explode those 2 channels, it will explode it into the individual tracks. And it was a nightmare trying to figure out how to put all this stuff back together, because this is what would happen. People would take their cards out, put them into their computer, and instead of copying and pasting it, they would cut and paste it. And when they cut it, it took it off their SD card. And then, of course, once it's gone, you can't play what's not there. So this is the new and improved method. I hope it helps. Take care. God bless. And we are out of here.